In Parshat Behaalotcha, the Torah records a number of complaints that the Jewish people had against Moshe and against Hashem. They wanted food, they wanted this, they wanted that. And Moshe cries out to Hashem and he says, can I carry this entire nation by myself? It's such a burden. Am I their mother? Am I their father? And Hashem says, I have a solution. I will provide you with 70 men, a Sanhedrin, a court that will assist you in judging the people. And you are going to go and select these 70 men. And when you have selected them, I will come down and I will take some of the spirit that is on you, some of the Ruach Nevuah, the prophetic spirit, and I will place it upon them. And they will share the load with you. And Rashi has a beautiful analogy to describe what happened at that moment, that the 70 members of the Sanhedrin were appointed. He says that Moshe was like a lantern on a menorah, on a candelabra. And somebody comes with a match and they take, they touch the match to that lantern and they light one flame after another. The first lantern is not diminished whatsoever, but a whole lot of new lanterns are kindled. So it was with Moshe. Hashem came to him and he took from his spirit of prophecy and he gave it, he shared it with all of the others, and Moshe was not diminished whatsoever. What this teaching is telling us is the nature of wisdom. There are things we have in life that when we give them away, we are diminished. If we have money and we give it away, we have less money. If we have time and we give it away, we have less time. Whatever our resources are, if we give them away, we are diminished. But there is something that we can give away and we are not diminished at all. In fact, we even become greater. And that is wisdom. When you give of your knowledge, and specifically your Torah knowledge, to other people, you are sharing and you're giving something away, but you are not diminished. That is the nature of wisdom. And that's what the Torah wants us to do. In fact, according to the Rambam and many others, the mitzvah of learning Torah is not just to learn Torah, but to teach it to others. If you don't teach it to others, there is something lacking, because that's how the Torah is transmitted from one generation to another. That is the importance of it. And therefore, a Jew who has some knowledge and has learned Torah should make every effort to share it with others. The great Rav Moshe Feinstein said that just as we find in charity that you have to give 10% of your money, a tithe, to charity, he said you should try to give 10% of your time to sharing Torah with other people, especially people who don't know. You're not diminished. On the contrary, very often it's those students who awaken you, enliven you. As the Talmud says about one of the great Talmudic scholars, I learned a great deal from my rabbis. I learned even more from my peers, but I learned the most from my students. When you share wisdom, you are not diminished. You are in fact lifted up. And that is what we should all be doing with the Torah that we've learned. I wish you all a Shabbat Shalom.